It's time for your midday fix of facts and spicy sides.
From breaking headlines to backroom whispers.
All served hot and fresh. Happy Friday! I'm Monique Tuzon-Basi.
I'm Ferdi Salvador. Glad to have you with us.
I'm Mai Rodriguez. This is the Daily Dish.
And I'm Chal Lontoc. Excited for the weekend. Join us in the next hour and a half with the news, news, and stories that matter to you.
Yes,
we have
and
lots
it's
of
a
things to
Zeus
talk
Coffee
about.
Friday.
Yes, thank you,
Zeus Coffee, we
Giving us
heart you
energy.
big time. Thank you so much for caffeinating us and keeping
us up in the go.
We
and
certainly
going.
need it. We
And
need it. This is where we're
also-
getting our energy from.
And not only that, our studio audience also are
Yes.
caffeinated.
Make some noise!
If only you could see them now dancing and,
And
doing
they have the tarotot. Every day's New Year's.
All right, you know what? It's a good day today because Mo is super happy because there's a new direct flight to the U.S.
Yes, typically it's from JFK
Yes.
or to San Francisco, but
Yeah.
now PAL, they're filing for a Manila-Chicago nonstop flight. This is big! But actually, this is not the first time. They've done this before. I think it stopped in 1988. Correct me if I'm wrong. I have to double check the dates. But they had it before with the 747 planes, which my grandpa flew.
Wow!
So yeah,
This is
so I'm
nostalgic
so
for you.
happy that they're bringing back the ORD
That is
flight.
amazing.
But I was researching on this because I got excited because Philippine Airlines is celebrating a milestone year. And wow, let me tell you, they have new planes and all that good stuff. And now finally, we've got an airline to be already proud of, but super proud of this time. So, super
Mabuhay! We love our flag
Your favorite word, Chal. Mabuhay.
Mabuhay. Really big mabuhay to Philippine Airlines. Of course, we've seen all the little changes here and there, and you could really see
And the
that.
big changes.
And the big changes too, of course. So we can't wait for those Skytrack stars to start coming in again and getting awarded. And it gives us all so much pride,
Yeah,
right?
but you as a pilot.
Yeah, she is. Getting there.
You know what? Chal actually wore her pilot's uniform yesterday.
I had to do my class.
And it did something to me. I was like, wow.
Wow,
Chal.
sexy ba?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're extra. It makes us so proud.
Well,
Super.
trying, Oh, speaking about pilots and Philippine Airlines, some of the best pilots in the world, and people
Yes.
can attest to this, are Filipino pilots. Really.
100%. My grandpa, my uncles, my husband, they're all pilots, and I see how much they study. They're always on top of things. They're always doing recurring training, so they are really
top of
I have
it.
been reading rave reviews also, and it just pops up in my feed. Like,
Yes, best on
kudos.
time. Yeah.
So yes,
I'll tell
to the
you,
Best
tell you
on
why.
time service.
So I also come from a family of pilots. Hey, Daddy, he always watches. My dad, okay,
Your
my dad. Kasi I have to but seriously, because we are trained with our provincial runways, which are not
Which
so
are short.
long, and we're able to just glide through smoothly and park that plane really well.
Yeah, and actually,
so
guys,
kudos
fun
to Pinoy
fact
pilots.
too, the Virac Airport, I had no idea that pilots have to go through a separate recurring training for the Virac Airport. That's one of the
Catanduanes.
hardest airport to land in because of how short the runway is.
Oh
so
my
there's a
gosh,
separate
yes.
flight school
it's
for
just
that,
like
or
Manila's
training.
roads. If you can drive in Metro Manila, you can drive anywhere.
Anywhere.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah.
super cool. So again, congratulations,
Philippine
Philippine
Airlines.
And now,
Mabuhay!
this is what we should do in the Philippines. In
Agree.
Japan, farmers are respected. Why? Because when you buy their produce in a certain grocery store, their photos are posted with
That's
their
so
produce.
lovely.
Like that.
I like
Yes.
that they do that.
This is so cool. Okay, we've got a lot of viewers here that are pro farmers, and it's really close to my heart, especially the farmers in Mangkayan. Shout out to Brian
Yes.
Yap and your efforts there. And I wish we could do this. Just a nice little photo of who actually tilled the soil for your benefit.
Exactly.
So-
We have to drive home the point more that where would we be without our farmers? They're the hands that feed the world, right?
Yes, and again, now there's also this. I'm just gonna add this in. I don't know if you've got the clips for it, but the Philippines is facing an ube shortage.
I saw
Oh,
that.
that's so sad. I
Yeah,
love
because the world, there's an
ube.
ube
It's sad,
craze
but it's
right
good.
now.
because
Shortage
the
of ube.
U.S. consumers are so into ube now that it's draining our supply.
So there's actually a gap with this. A lot of people are demanding it, but it's not the Filipinos who are actually able to take advantage of this. The Filipinos who are here is what I'm talking about, and the farmers who are here as well.
So now I'm thinking of planting ube.
I have
in-
ube
should
in the
produce
farm.
No, but
more,
no, in
though.
my little plot in Bohol. Hi, Mama Mia.
But
Let's
there-
go plant already our ube.
They're actually like sourcing sometimes the ube because there's a difference, right? There's ube, then there's like the sweet purple.
There are different
But the
varieties.
pie of Bohol
No,
is
no,
the
no,
best.
not Bohol. They're outsourcing it from other countries to just
Already?
make the, I guess, the ube craze stay.
Exactly.
So
But
it's
ours
not.
is the best.
To supply
But
the
ours is
craze,
still the best
yeah.
to supply the craze.
Yeah.
But
All right.
yeah, that we're gonna start an ube
This is
farm.
funny because someone actually literally approached me just last week asking if they could farm ube in our little plot of farm back in Calaca, Batangas. And I was like, yeah, so I guess it has something to do with that. There's
Let's
really a
ube
demand.
this.
There's a
Yes.
real
Okay.
demand.
Shout out to our ube producers.
Yes.
Yes, to our farmers also, kayo po, mabuhay.
Anyway, we have a packed show today.
We have a packed show.
Yes, this is the second part of our Plantation Bay special. And we're still going to talk to Acting General Manager Colleen Barcelona on their health and wellness program. We also have their CEO Manny Gonzalez.
Yes, who's gonna be live via Zoom
Yes.
in the Alps if I'm not
Either
mistaken.
the Alps or Tahoe. I think
Either
he's
Alps or
coming
Tahoe,
from
somewhere in
Lake
Summer
Tahoe.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Somewhere,
Lake
yes.
Tahoe. I hope
Yeah.
he's okay though, but because we heard there was a blizzard where he was, right?
Well,
Yeah,
we'll
let's
find
see,
out
let's
today.
see. He's
We'll
gonna
find
tell
out,
us where
yeah.
he is.
Also
And
today, we also have our other guest, no other than our artist Carlo Tanseco, to talk about his latest artwork.
Very interesting. Stay tuned for those conversations. But first, let's get to the headlines. In today's headlines, the lead counsel of former President Rodrigo Duterte asserts there is no direct evidence linking him to the killings during his administration's war on drugs. Malacanang says former party list representative Mike Defensor is again working to install Vice President Sara Duterte as president. Authorities seize over 600 million pesos worth of smuggled cigarettes. And later in the show, we'll have part 2 of our special feature on Plantation Bay in Cebu with acting GM Colleen Garcia and CEO Manny Gonzalez. We'll also talk to artist Carlo Tanseco. Stay tuned for that. The legal battle at the International Criminal Court continues, with former President Rodrigo Duterte's camp pushing back against allegations tied to his war on drugs. Duterte's lawyer, Nicholas Kaufman, told the ICC there is no proven link between the former president's public speeches and the killings he is accused of. Kaufman argued there is no evidence that Duterte directly ordered any murders. The former president has waived his right to attend the hearing, with his legal team saying he is not mentally fit to follow the proceedings. The ICC panel now has 60 days to decide whether the case will move forward to a full trial. Former President Duterte is said to be in good spirits as his legal team prepares its final arguments before the International Criminal Court. His lawyer, Nicholas Kaufman, said he met with Duterte at his detention facility and briefed him ahead of the hearing, where the defense is expected to complete its submissions. Kaufman declined to discuss legal strategy or jurisdictional arguments and said his remarks regarding Palace Press Officer Claire Castro were constrained by court-imposed protective measures.
When was the last time you gave him a report?
I told you yesterday. I saw him. Yes. Yesterday we had a day off. I went up to the prison and I told him everything that was going on.
He's in high spirit, you said.
I said he's in good spirits.
Good spirit.
Is he optimistic
High
about
spirits would suggest that he's rejoicing. Of course he's not rejoicing, he's in prison.
Is he optimistic about the case?
I'm not going to give you points. I'm not going to give points to the prosecution or to the victims or even to myself. Just wait until tomorrow and see what happens.
The defense is now nearing the end of its presentation in the confirmation of charges proceedings, a key stage that will determine whether the case advances to a full trial. Malacanang believes former Congressman Mike Defensor is again working to install Vice President Sara Duterte as president. This after a group of 18 men claiming to be former Marines revealed they personally transported vast amounts of cash, allegedly totaling 805 billion pesos, to some of the highest officials of the land.
We can see now that it seems that Mike Defensor even revealed himself to be part of this. So Mike Defensor has been talking about the plans of removing the president from the position, to grab the power from the president, and to install the vice president to presidency, even before the end of 2028.
On BNC's On Point, Palace Press Officer Claire Castro also challenged Defensor to explain lawyer Levi Baligod's retraction of claims against Congresswoman Laila De Lima. In a radio interview, Baligod admitted that it may have been his mistake to include De Lima in the list of officials who allegedly received cash deliveries.
Pa lang yun. So, hinahamon natin si Mike Defensor, paano to? Yung ginawa niyong kwento laban kay De Lima. O di ba nakakahiya na yun? Isa pa lang yan.
Yusek Castro also reiterates the allegations may be intended to ruin the integrity of the ICC, which is currently holding hearings to confirm the charges against former President Rodrigo Duterte.
If they have this information even before, they should have revealed that or divulged that prior to this. But the timing really will speak for it.
Meanwhile, Castro says renewed calls for the Philippines to rejoin the ICC are not a priority for the president at this time. A lawyer clarifies the confirmation of charges hearing of FPRRD is not a mini trial. On BNC's Abogado, attorney Jasmine Bana from the firm Tranquil Law explains that even if the prosecution convinces the pretrial chamber to proceed, it does not mean the former president is automatically guilty of crimes against humanity.
Yung stage na to, it's called pre-trial, di ba? Pre-trial chamber ang nagko-conduct, and then there's a confirmation of charges. It's not actually a mini trial. Hindi siya nandun sa ganung level. It is just the prosecution, the Office of the Prosecution, convincing the pre-trial chamber that there is substantial evidence for the trial to continue. At doon sa ganitong perspektibo, hindi natin sinasabi na guilty agad yung suspect, ang tawag sa kanya ay suspect. So kung panigan ng chamber yung prosecution, hindi ibig sabihin na guilty. It is just that substantial evidence.
Meanwhile, attorney Enrique de la Cruz Jr., senior partner at Divina Law, believes that under Philippine law, the case is not likely to reach a full trial.
Alam mo, Atty. Karen, kung sa Pilipinas nangyari ito, hindi ito pupunta sa trial. Kasi sa atin, sa fiscal pa lang, ang threshold natin, reasonable certainty of conviction. Mabigat yun eh. Kailangan, bago ka makasuhan ng murder sa korte, sa Pilipinas, either ikaw ang pumatay, may ebidensya ikaw pumatay, ikaw ang nag-utos sa pumatay, o ikaw ang nagsuhol or nag-induce sa pumatay. Kailangan may testigo, direkta, na nag-uutos ka. Pero dahil nasa ICC tayo, iba ang standard eh. Kung magpuproceed ba sa trial o hindi, ang kailangan lang substantial grounds. Kailangan lang may likelihood na siya nga ay involved. At dahil yun ang standard, base sa mga naipresenta ngayon, mukhang tutuloy ito sa trial. Mukhang mako-confirm yung charges.
We have this breaking news. President Marcos appoints Undersecretary Mitch Cuna as acting Secretary of the Environment Department. Former Secretary Rafael Lotilla is now the Philippine ambassador to the Holy See. Ivy Reyes is on the phone for the details. Ivy, go ahead.
Hi, Mai. Malacanang has pronounced quite a jam-packed statement directed to the Duterte bloc at the press briefing this morning. But first of all, let's get to this breaking news. Another shakeup in the Marcos cabinet comes as the Department of Environment and Natural Resources gets a new leadership under Juan Miguel Mitch Cuna, who served as Undersecretary to then DNR Secretary Rafael Popo Lutilla. Lutilla is now the Philippine ambassador to the Holy See. And Malacanang clarified that Lutilla did not resign and was not told to resign. Instead, he wanted a lighter workload at his new post. We asked Undersecretary Claire Castro why Secretary Lutilla was moved to the Holy See. He said in just that maybe he likes to pray. Now, Mai Cuna served as councilor in the city of Manila from 2001 to 2007 and previously served as the Presidential Legislative Liaison Office under former President Gloria Arroyo's administration. Before being elected as Undersecretary, he started in the DENR as Assistant Secretary for Legal Services. Now, Malacanang Palace took a trip down memory lane and brought back a statement from former President Rodrigo Duterte, who called his daughter, Vice President Sara Duterte, a drama queen. This is in response to Duterte's recent statement that other colleagues are refraining from inviting her due to potential consequences of being associated to her. According to the palace, they agree with the vice president when she said she should have stayed as mayor of Davao City instead of running for a national post. Malacanang said the vice presidential post could have gone to someone who actually works to help the government. The palace also called Vice President Sara Duterte a saint that the Duterte bloc has been wanting to place inside the Malacanang Palace, which is why they are taking the time and effort to destabilize the government and oust the president from his seat. On the case former President Rodrigo Duterte in the ICC, the palace believes it is somehow a deliberate choice of the defense to justify the word neutralize, to mean that the former president did not have a hand in the killings. If we could recall, defense lead counsel attorney Nicholas Kaufman also used the word neutralize on the Marcos administration when he said that the current government is trying to neutralize the legacy of FDRRD. To this, the palace stressed that the word neutralize, especially in the context of police and military operations, means exactly what transpired in the deadly war on drugs of the former admin. And former Congressman Mike Defensor was also referred to by the palace as the former secretary of the Dirty Tricks Department, who's known to train and influence witnesses. Now, this is regarding the case of the 18 allegedly former members of the Marines who are witnesses to the kickback scheme pertaining to the case of the former president in the ICC. We have yet to ask for Defensor's statement because the palace briefing just ended, but as of now, that's the latest here from Malacanang Palace. Mai.
Thank you for the update. Ivy Reyes reporting from Malacanang. Let's now check what's happening at the PITX. Authorities are inspecting the largest bus terminal in the country ahead of the expected influx of passengers for the upcoming Holy Week break. Just Ignacio is on the phone. Go ahead, Just.
Mai and MDA General Manager Nicholas Torre III and Office of Transportation Security, or OTS Undersecretary Gilbert Cruz, conducted an early inspection of the Paranaque Integrated Terminal Exchange, or PITX, in preparation for the influx of passengers since Holy Week. The inspection began at 6 a.m., starting from the terminal entrance. GM Torre also boarded a bus at Bus Bay 4, where he spoke with the driver to check on their status. Based on their assessment, the results of the inspection were positive. They emphasized that the layout of land transport terminals now closely resembles that of airport terminals, featuring facilities where passengers can eat, rest, and freshen up before their trip. Regarding security, Undersecretary Gilbert Cruz stated that they are preparing early to ensure passenger safety. Earlier, Cruz displayed nearly 1,000 bladed weapons confiscated at PITX during the month of January alone. He noted that while some passengers were genuinely unaware that these items were prohibited, others reportedly carried them for self-defense. Mai?
Just what is the overall assessment in the transport hub? Of course, this is the biggest transport terminal in the country. What needs improvement?
Well, as of now, the assessment remains favorable, but MMDA and OCS will continue to monitor areas for improvement to ensure the convenience of all traveling passengers, not just for the Holy Week, but all year round. Mike?
Thank you. Just Ignacio reporting from the PITX. A financial expert believes the Philippines is largely insulated from the direct impact of global tariff hikes thanks to its domestic-driven economy. Still, Jonathan Ravelas, senior advisor at Reyes Tacondong and Company, warns the country could face higher inflation and peso fluctuations as broader geopolitical tensions and regional trade disputes play out.
With these renewed talks globally about tariffs and trade protectionism, now, if major economies raise trade barriers, how exposed is the Philippines, particularly our exporters and manufacturers?
Oh, well, basically, the good thing about the Philippines, we're a domestic economy and we're not as affected. The effect to us is more of secondary inflation pressures. So brought about by the derivatives of this trade war, meaning it could be geopolitics, what's happening in Iran and probably Greenland if President Trump thinks about invading it. That creates more uncertainty. The other side is what other countries will do to be able to continue to get their market share. What they will do, slowly devalue their currencies. And we've seen this in the statements from Thailand, Malaysia, and even Indonesia that they're willing to devalue their currency. So most likely, if they do that to preserve their sales, definitely there will be some adjustments on what people will call now competitive devaluation, could eventually end up to some peso adjustments.
In a sweeping 24-hour crackdown across Western Mindanao, government forces dealt a major blow to cigarette smuggling. They seized hundreds of millions of pesos worth of illicit products in a series of operations. Andrea Salve is on the line for the details. Andrea?
The intensified crackdown resulted in the seizure of 634.86 billion pesos worth of illicit cigarettes and disrupted multiple smuggling routes operating by sea, freeport, and cargo channels. It was a successful execution of a 24-hour series of anti-smuggling operations across Western Mindanao and Zamboanga City through a close coordination between the Bureau of Customs, Armed Forces of the Philippines, and other law enforcement agencies. The series of operations began on the 24th of February in the Celebes Sea after BOC intelligence flagged suspicious ship sighting activities involving a bulk carrier. In coordination with the Department of National Defense and the Philippine Navy Western Mindanao Naval Command, authorities intercepted the vessel identified as Sun Voyage, approximately 52 nautical miles west of Calamansig Port in Sultan Kudarat. Inspection of the vessel led to the discovery of around 3,000 master cases of illicit cigarettes valued at 367.2 million pesos. No documents were presented to prove lawful importation. On the same day, customs authorities uncovered an illegal cigarette manufacturing operation inside a warehouse located within the Zamboanga Economic Zone and Freeport Authority in Barangay Talisayan. Acting on intelligence from the PNP CIDG, a letter of authority was served, leading to the discovery of dismantled cigarette making, packing, and rolling machines, along with chemicals, industrial equipment, and raw materials. The confiscated equipment and materials are estimated to be worth 170 million pesos. The warehouse representative failed to present proof of duties and taxes paid, and the facility was immediately sealed pending further investigation. Later that night, CIIS Zamboanga operatives conducted another intelligence-driven operation at a cargo handling yard. A shipment declared as seaweed raised suspicion due to its unusually heavy weight. Upon full examination, authorities discovered 336 26 master cases of Black Hawk cigarettes concealed inside sacks. The seized shipment is valued at 41.13 million pesos and has been secured for seizure proceedings. On the 25th of February, Navy units intercepted a motor banca identified as MB Sky Blue. On board were 459 master cases of Canon Menthol and Canon Tobacco cigarettes with an estimated value of more than 56.53 million pesos. The cargo had no accompanying documentation to prove payment of duties and taxes. The cigarettes and the motor vessel were turned over to the BOC port of Zamboanga for safekeeping and the initiation of seizure proceedings. The BOC affirmed that sustained operations will continue across Western Mindanao and other high-risk corridors to secure the country's borders, protect public welfare, and preserve fair competition for legitimate businesses. Mai.
Thank you, Andrea Salve reporting. A bomb threat rocked the Quezon City Hall of Justice this morning. We have Isaiah Mirafuentes of Abante on the line for the details. Isaiah, kamusta na dyan? Nagulat kami lahat dito sa report dun sa bomb threat. Ano ang latest dyan?
Yes, May, as of now, nakabalik na rin yung ilang mga empleyado sa loob ng Quezon City Hall of Justice kanina mga pasado alas 11. Pero kabilang si Attorney Ferdinand Topacio sa mga nasa loob ng QC Hall of Justice na magkaroon nga ng bomb threat. Nangyari ito pasado alas 8 ng umaga at ayon sa paunang ulat may nagpadala ng mensahe sa branch 227 na may bomba raw sa loob ng kanilang gusali. Ang ilan sa mga empleyado nagpanik dahil sa posibleng pagsabog. Kwento ni Topacio, nagsasagawa sila ng pagliliti sa kasong terrorism ni former Congressman Arnie Teves nang bigla raw silang pababain. Tiwala si Topacio na hindi ang kaso niya ang dahilan ng bomb threat dahil anya, hindi naman daw personal na dumalong kanyang kliyente na si Arnie Teves. Naka-schedule rin si Congresswoman Janice Tigamo pero hindi rin naman siya nakapunta. Sa March 4 na ang susunod na balik ng kampo ni Teves para sa patuloy na pagdinig sa kanyang kaso. Samantala, as of now, cleared na nga itong gusali at ayon sa mga otoridad, wala namang bomba sa loob nito. Mai.
Alright, maraming salamat, Isaiah Mirafuentes ng Abante. Coming up next, Plantation Bay's Acting General Manager Colleen Barcelona will talk about the resort's Mogambo Springs Spa Village and its health and wellness program. That's up next. Stay tuned to The Daily Dish. Hello. Welcome to the Daily Dish, and we're here at the beautiful Plantation Bay Resort in Cebu. And with me is Miss Colleen Barcelona, the acting general manager of the whole resort. And no, we are not in Japan. We are at Mogambo Springs, their wellness and spa area. Miss Colleen, thank you for joining us today.
Good afternoon, Monique.
Of course, and you're transporting us to Japan.
Yes.
So that's my question. It's so beautiful here. Why take inspiration from Japan?
Japan has been known for Zen feel, and the theme of our spa is actually Balinese and Japanese. So it's a pattern from 18th century Tokugawa village. So it has a different feel, like when you have it Zen style, calming, soothing, and more relaxing.
Yeah, I totally agree. The moment I walked in, I said, wow, this is beautiful. I was so relaxed and just in the zone, and I was just transported to Japan.
Yes,
now,
exactly.
Mogambo Springs, what does that mean?
Well, we got our hotels, the hotel here is named alphabetical orders, so it goes A to Z, and here in letter M, we made it Mogambo. It's from a movie. So back in 1953, we were not born yet, but it's an old movie, a very beautiful love story though. So it's from Clark Gable and Grace Kelly. So it's a movie that they had to do some research in a safari, and she was with her husband, and Clark Gable is a hunter, a ruggedly handsome hunter. So eventually they fell in love, and it was more like a safari and jungle feel. So we sort of like copied a bit of that experience, that feel. So we made our spa look a little bit more like, not really a safari theme, but more lush with greens, with bamboos.
Yeah, and you guys did just that. It looks beautiful.
Yes.
Now, what treatments and what offerings do you guys have in the spa?
Okay, we do have a lot of treatments. Practically, we're complete. We have massages, facial and body treatments, and also hilot massage, which is very popular for
hilot's
Filipinos.
my favorite.
Yes, but we're more excited because we're shifting into becoming a wellness facility or a wellness sanctuary, if you want to call it that way. And with this, we have added even more of our wellness activities for our guests.
So what are some of those wellness activities the guests can expect here?
We're first in the Visayas to have this sensory deprivation float tank therapy.
Oh, and I'll be trying that later.
You should try that. It's a must try. It's just the most relaxing feel that you float on the water with Epsom salt, which of course, magnesium sulfate, it promotes good sleep and relaxation. And surprisingly, while floating on the water, you'd fall asleep.
Really? How long are you supposed to be floating in the water?
Well, the entire session is about 50 minutes, so 50. But probably in the next 15 or 20 minutes, you'll really like fall asleep already.
Oh, wow. And what are the benefits of that?
Well, it promotes relaxation, so it has magnesium sulfate, so good for muscle recovery. If you have muscle pain or spasms, it's also helpful.
Cool.
But
so
mostly it's for sleep. Mostly
for sleep. Okay.
Yes.
I definitely need that. But apart from that, what other wellness treatments can we expect?
Yeah, we did focus. We just launched our wellness program.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes, thank you. Just last month. So we did have we have a few guests who did the program. And we identified 3 major problems that I think most of us, especially career people, that we don't really quite realize. Sleep,
Agreed.
We all lack sleep, but we just sort of deny that, we can make up the following day. Weight management, and of course, aging.
Oh, agreed with all 3.
Yes, agreed with all 3. And I think we are all going to go through these phases. So having identified these 3 problems that I think everyone has, you don't have to be a professional. You can be a business person, even a housewife, and would still go through this problem. So we created such program. It's our wellness protocol. So that's about 8 to 9 days, and focusing on weight management, and of course, another one on sleep enhancement, and that's where the sensory deprivation tank comes in, the float tank, and another one is of the graceful aging.
Oh, the graceful aging. What do you guys have for aging?
Oh, these are really scientific based programs. So we did a lot of research, and that actually includes activities. We have spa treatments. There are also a really good combination of different supplements. And graceful aging, of course, you need to have good sleep. So our focus is also allowing our guests to have better sleep. So with these treatments that we have, and it helps them feel more relaxed. And also identifying things, because when you say graceful aging, it's not only about the physical thing, like, you don't have the crow's feet, or you don't have this laugh marks. It's really more also of a holistic. It's a holistic approach. Like, we want to deal with the mental condition, like if you have emotions, if you have anger or hatred in your heart, or you have joy, then it all reflects to your aging process. So we have, interestingly, part of our program is also releasing all these tensions, all these factors that causes tension, at the same time identifying things that also brings joy to you.
Amazing. I can't wait for that. When is this launching?
We did our trial. We're more on the soft, we're doing the trial
soft launch right now.
Yeah, soft launch right now. So in January we did that. We have had several people trying it. And in fact, some of our officers and employees, we also put them on the program.
Ooh, which one's your favorite, personally?
Personally, the graceful aging.
That one?
Yes.
I need to get on that too.
Yeah. So and next is the sleep enhancement.
When your clients come here to Mogambo Spa, let's rewind, because you guys just launched your wellness treatment, but for the basic massage treatments and all that, because I saw you guys have hot springs over here, you guys have waterfalls. There's a lot going on. I want to do everything, but when they come here, what's the #1 most requested treatment?
It's usually the massage. We have the aromatherapy body massage. It's about for an hour, and then you get to choose your aromatherapy oil based on how you feel. If you feel tired, you want to feel rejuvenated, or you just want to fall into sleep after your massage, or you can choose different aromatherapy oil. And the good thing is, what's unique about our spa is before you have your massage, you get the opportunity to enjoy our spa facilities, those that you mentioned. So we have the hot pool, indoor and outdoor hot pool. There's the cascading falls, the needle shower. We also have our infrared sauna, which is new. Well, not pretty new, but we have had that for about almost 2 years already. And we have the steam room. So a lot of things that they can really do inside the spa. It's an entire village that you can spend one afternoon.
So you can basically spend all day here, essentially.
You can.
So what do you recommend to people who come here to the spa? So when they come here, how much time do they allot? How much time should they allot for the hot springs, the cascading waterfalls, and all that?
Well, ideally, as if they can spend half a day, it would be perfect. But if they book for an hour treatment and they have tight schedule, so probably at least 2.5 hours should be good enough. Half an hour before session, before the massage starts, then they can start to enjoy the hot pool, the cold spring, the cascading falls, and the needle shower. And then after their treatment, have some tea, and then they can relax a little bit more.
Nice. Well, can people actually come to the facility just to use the facility, essentially, the pools?
Yes, they can also.
Oh, very nice.
It comes with a minimal entrance fee, but then again, we do have treatments. Our services, you'll be surprised, it's such a big spa in a 5-star setting. But our treatments are actually not that expensive. We made sure that the prices are really affordable and reasonable.
Can you give us a price range of some of your treatments?
Well, like a half an hour Sweet Dreams massage, only 800 pesos.
Oh, wow. What is the Sweet Dreams massage?
It's a half an hour massage. It's intended for promotion of good sleep, so ideally for people with jet lag.
Oh, very nice. So all the balikbayans, when they come here.
Yes, coming from a short from flight, and then they want to sleep, and even the locals who have problem with sleep, so they get that Sweet Dreams.
Very nice.
Massage.
So what are the other offerings? So you have that for the jet lag massage.
Yes.
You have the hilot. What else?
Our popular massage is aromatherapy
And
oil massage. Right.
What kind of massage is that?
You can go for Swedish, shiatsu, or combination of both.
Okay.
Yes, and then we also have Skinful Pleasure. It's our signature massage. So it's really intended to people who are really not into massage, but they just want to have a more relaxed time in the spa. So it's more of skin stretching. It's a soothing massage. It's more like stretching and kneading of the skin.
I've never heard of skin stretching massage in my life. So they literally stretch your skin.
Yeah, they knead your skin, your arms. So it's really more just on not really the strokes of massage, like a deep tissue massage. Because not everyone are really into massage.
Right.
So there are some people that I just want to lay down and rest. So, okay, we have Skinful Pleasure. And apparently it's one of our best sellers as well.
Oh, I need to try that. That's very intriguing.
Yes, there's a soothing massage. We use like a device, it's like a rubber device that we rub it on your skin, and it's just like to make you feel relaxed. It's ticklish. And it's soothing, and yeah, that promotes relaxation.
And how long is that typically?
It's an hour.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
So you have all of that offerings. And earlier you keep mentioning you guys are a 5-star spa.
Yes,
What is 5-star spa to you? What's your definition of 5-star luxury?
5-star luxury spa would mean like getting the right treatment with the right therapist, so well-trained therapists. So our therapists here are licensed massage therapists. They're all LMTs. And we make sure that before they handle guests, they also get the license. And that means good training. And at the same time, it's the overall experience. It's the holistic approach that we make sure that our guests would experience. And 5-star because you don't just get stuck in the 4 corners or 4 walls of the massage room, paying hefty amount of money for an expensive massage. But here, reasonably priced, like an hour massage is 3,900, and that includes already the use of our facilities.
Oh, wow.
So you really get to feel pampered, and the luxury of space is very important.
And there's no time limit for using the facilities, because there's some spas that, okay, you only have 30 minutes before or after, and that's it.
No, in our case, like, use it as long as you want. It's valid for the entire day, so we open from 10 in the morning until 11 in the evening, and if you don't want to go home, or you're a mom who wants to spend time away from family, just your me time, or a father wanting to have his own me time, then this is the best place.
Oh, amazing. And I read somewhere, correct me if I'm wrong, you guys have a babysitting service as well?
We do.
For the moms, because you mentioned moms.
Yes. Couples massage is very common here. And then we do have a 2-hour package, which is also one of our best sellers. It's called the Aromatic Tranquility. So usually couples would do that. And if they have children, it's difficult. Probably in some other spas, if you have to do that, that means like the mom gets a massage first, and then the dad takes care of the child. But here we don't want to do that. We just want you to spend your time together. We have couples room. We have a lot of couples room here for massage, and we'll take care of your children.
I love that.
We'll
I've
make
never
sure.
heard of a spa that does that.
And next to our spa is actually our children's center. So it's just a perfect place.
I love that. That makes you guys super unique. But what other uniqueness before our time is almost up, but before we let you go, what other unique element do you think Mogambo Spa brings that other spas don't, apart from the babysitting, the zen, the luxury? What else?
I would say it's really the overall experience, because unlike other spas, you're stuck in the four walls. Probably they have good massage, but the ambience is not there, or the overall experience is not there. In our case, we make sure that our spa therapists are well trained. At the same time, guests would get to enjoy the use of our spa facilities.
Yeah.
So it's really an overall experience. And what you mentioned earlier, when you entered the spa, I saw your face. You said like, wow, this is like in Japan.
Yeah, it's so nice. I don't feel like we're in Cebu at all.
Right. So that's very important to us. We want to create that wow feeling to our guests.
And you definitely did that with me. Now, can you invite our guests? I guess you can look at this camera. Do you want to invite our guests to come and try out the spa that I will be trying out later on?
Yeah, we look forward to that. Okay, we're inviting everyone. Please, you can check our website. It's plantationbay.com. And our spa is Mogambo Springs.
And how in advance should they book?
Well, ideally, it's best to book in advance, a day before, or even on the same day. It's also okay.
Nice.
And we do take walk-ins, so we're open to our in-house guests and even for walk-in guests as well.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Miss Colleen, for joining me here today. And thank you for transporting me to another beautiful universe. Definitely feel the zen. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Acting General Manager Colleen Barcelona with us. Wow, this place is so beautiful. Miss Colleen wasn't lying when she said this place looks just like Japan, and look how relaxing and tranquil this place is. I'm so looking forward to all my treatments. Come with me as I try their beautiful spa.
Before stepping into the treatment at Mogambo Springs, we let the water do the welcoming. We begin in the natural hot spring, sinking into its mineral warmth as the outside world slowly fades away. Then it's time for the Epsom salt tub, a deeper soak, drawing out tension and softening every muscle. And finally, a refreshing pause beneath the falls. Cool water cascading over us like a reset button. And by the time we reach our treatments, we're already relaxed and completely present.
So, Miss Anya, I just did the hot springs and the cascading waterfalls.
Yes, ma'am.
So what are the benefits of all of those?
So the cascading waterfalls is a hydrotherapy, and the saltwater pool, which is the classic pool, it's good for your skin.
Oh, that's why my skin feels so
Yes,
soft.
ma'am. You get to enjoy, and it's good for you.
Yeah, I got super relaxed.
Yes.
And now what
that's
are
good
we
to hear.
doing here?
We'll be doing the sensory isolation flow tank therapy. Here.
Oh.
So this is the sensory isolation flow tank therapy here, ma'am. So it's good for a deep relaxation. muscle recovery and improve your sleep.
I'm going in here.
Yes, ma'am. So inside it has
I feel the
500
warmth.
Yeah.
And how long am I supposed to be staying in here?
50 minutes, ma'am.
50, 50.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
And while I'm here, what am I supposed to just do? Just float?
Just float and enjoy and relax.
Okay, cool. Let's try it. What are we doing next?
So we'll be doing the full body red light therapy. So it helps with collagen production, muscle recovery, and if you have a deep scar tissue, it also helps.
Okay, cool. I definitely need this, like all the other treatments you guys have here.
Yes, ma'am.
How long is this, and what am I supposed to be doing?
30 minutes, ma'am. And before you doing this, you need, if you have lotion or any product on your body, so you need to take a quick shower. And if you also have metal accessories, we encourage our guests to remove it since it produces gentle heat and also for your safety and comfort during the treatment.
I don't have any metals, but I definitely need to take a shower because I'm super salty from the flotation device.
Ma'am.
All right, cool. Let's start.
Yes.
So now I'm all showered, cleaned, and ready to get in this, and I'm loving this outfit.
Yes.
What are our next steps?
So before we start, this session will help restore your mitochondria, also known as our powerhouse of the cell. It can help boost metabolism and energy, and it has different levels. For 1 to 2, if you have sensitive skin, you can choose that. And 3 to 4, if you want muscle recovery, and 4 to 5 if you want intense.
Oh no, let's see. Let's start with the 1 to 2 because I have sensitive skin, but I want my metabolism and energy up.
Yes.
So let's try that first, and then we can always up it. So that was a nice nap. I felt like I was with a warm, weighted blanket. I could definitely do this every day. Okay, so I'm ready to continue my nap with the best massage. I heard this is the best massage in all of Cebu.
Yes.
Tell me why.
We have the best therapist here. Yes, and it's really worth your money.
Hey, I believe you. I'm ready to try this, but we have some stuff here. What are these?
This one, you can choose our oils here. This too is coconut-based oil, but this one is a ginger and dansant.
Oh, ginger and dalandan?
Dansant, yes.
Oh, that smells really good.
This is bergamot. It's a plant.
Oh, I love bergamot. Oh, I love them both. Which one is this one?
This one, ma'am, if you want unscented.
Oh, that's unscented.
Yes,
we want the scent.
Yes.
Okay, I can't decide. Can I mix both?
Only one.
Okay. Wait, this is the hardest choice I've had to make today. Okay, we'll go with this.
The hilot, yes.
Yeah, the hilot. Okay, yeah. I need the hilot.
And before, ma'am, before we start, you need to change with this disposable underwear.
Okay.
And this sarong to cover yourself.
Okay, cool. Yes. I'll do that right now.
I'll just leave you, then I'll come back.
Thank you. Wow, guys, I can't believe I'm going on national TV looking like this. I just woke up from the best nap. That was such an amazing massage. They were right.
Yes.
All the rave reviews are right. This massage place, like the ambiance, the scent. Oh my gosh, I have to buy the oil. Everything. You have the magic touch. Thank you, Miss
Thank
Anya,
you so
for
much,
the
ma'am.
best massage.
It was an honor.
This place is so relaxing. I highly recommend just walking in. Wow. So I'll keep this short because I am so sleepy and so relaxed, but I want to go to the hot springs and enjoy the facility a bit more. So I'll catch you guys later. Wow, my eye bags were killing it. I really slept and I had the best, most relaxing time. I miss it already. I want to go back to Mogambo
I
Springs.
love it. I tried it also. And wow, let me tell you, that was the best.
It
and
was.
of course, after that, we had the dinner.
I know. We'll talk about the dinner later. We had a nice dinner that we did.
Yes, we did a luau, but we can talk about it later. When we return, we will speak with Plantation Bay's CEO Manny Gonzalez on future plans for the resort. Welcome back to the Daily Dish. Joining us now via Zoom is the Chief Executive Officer of Plantation Bay, the globe-trotting Mr. Manny Gonzalez, who is now at Lake Tahoe. Mr. Gonzalez.
Hi, thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me, Monique and Ferdi.
Good evening to you there. How lovely that you are in the winter wonderland right
Yeah,
now.
and I'm glad that we chased you down and found the time to have you here on the show. And we really appreciated you accommodating us at your beautiful resort. So thank you so much for that.
No, on the contrary, kami ang magpapasalamat sa inyo.
But we have to tell you,
visit us.
we have to tell you, Mr. Gonzalez, your staff at the Plantation Bay is par none. They
amazing.
The way they took care of us, we felt like we were already friends for 50 years.
Especially Miss Chari and Miss Colleen. A huge shout out
Chef
to them.
to Chef
and
Lee
Chef
also.
Lee and Danny. So we love them all.
And Miss Jenny. Amazing, amazing experience we have. How long, what's the secret, Mr. Gonzalez, of staying in the hospitality industry that long?
You guys are, they're going to hit their 30 years in July.
Yes.
I'm not sure I have any secrets to share. Honestly, I never planned to get into this business. It was all an accident, and like most of my life, it's been a series of accidents, mostly good, some bad. But I try not to make too many long-term plans, and instead just roll with the punches as they come.
But you know what? It's us that's reaping the benefits of your beautiful accident.
Yes, we're so glad that this accident really happened. But, you know, Sir Manny, when we went to Plantation Bay, you guys offered a lot of stuff that most resorts here in the Philippines haven't offered. For example, the Weibo. We really, really enjoyed that. That was me and Ferdi's favorite. We enjoyed it way too much. So apart from that, what do you think is Plantation Bay's edge over other resorts?
If you want to compare us with other resorts on Mactan, I would say that we're actually the only resort that looks like a resort. All the other resorts look like city hotels, which just happen to be transplanted to the beach. So, if we did anything right at the beginning, it was to conceptualize a resort that people would feel different in, unlike most city resorts, which happen to be on the beach.
For you personally, Sir Manny, what is your favorite part of the resort?
My favorite part is the restaurants. I spend a lot of my time working with our chefs and our F&B people on menus, on recipes.
Yes.
In fact, right now, even though I'm not there, I'm working on some recipes that we might try in the hotel in the future.
Ooh.
So I'm a foodie. I'm basically a foodie, and I really appreciate the opportunity to get to experiment and get very talented chefs to execute some of the ideas that I come up with.
Actually, Mr. Gonzalez, when I was looking at the menus, talking about your food.
Please don't call me sir, and please don't call me mister. Just man is fine.
Manny G.
Manny G.
What we noticed on the menu was you had Manny's ceviche, and there's a lot of reference to, I guess, certain dishes that you personally made sure what was on the menu. What I'd like to highlight there would be your kare-kare.
Yes, the super thick, also delicious kare-kare that we had the pleasure of trying with the bagoong.
Yum. Super yum. How did you come up with that?
Well, that is not my recipe. That is, I guess, a combined recipe of all our chefs. The contribution that I made was to say, okay, we will not go with the normal kind of, let's say, lower quality oxtail. We're going to import our oxtail. So we have really meaty portions of oxtail, which we cook for 5 or 6 hours. It's actually quite a long process. So we go to the trouble to do it right because we're proud of Filipino food, and we want other nationalities who visit us to similarly be proud.
Yes.
This is one of the things that I think about a lot. Filipino food honestly doesn't enjoy a good reputation in so many international quarters. And I think there are various reasons for that, but I would like to do what I can to help change that.
And I'm glad you're championing this. You are Filipino, a Filipino hero for Filipino cuisine. And you know what we did also? We experienced a wonderful dinner. We had a luau Hawaiian dinner in the middle of what I felt was its own island.
Yes.
In the middle of the resort. Although, it started to rain, but that was the fun of it, The bites are very good. We interacted with a lot of your employees or team members that don't only operate in the front desk, F&B, but we're also entertainers. And we heard that they're so good that this is a permanent team.
Yeah, that's actually one of the highlights. That was one of the most unforgettable moments that Ferdi and I had at Plantation Bay, getting to meet your staff and seeing them in a different light at the luau. Because when we were walking around, we were like, oh, you were at the luau last night? Oh, girl, we saw you. Hey, we saw you front desk. We saw you there. Housekeeping, we saw you there. So it's really nice that you brought a family here. And when we talked to most of them, they've been there 25 years, 20 years, almost 30 years.
Most, but yes,
but
a few have been.
Was that
our luau got started, I don't know, about 15 years ago when we hired an outside group to perform one Christmas. And we were not so happy. We said, well, we have better looking people than that. And so this happened behind my back.
Yeah.
Our then F&B manager and our then general manager got together and said, well, let's do that. And so they cultivated, they found a very talented choreographer whom I'm sure you've met, Paige. And Paige and our F&B manager and GM at the time found our own staff who were taught how to do these dances.
And they did such an amazing job.
We made our own costumes, and Paige helped us with our own dances. And that's how we got started. Ever since then, we've made it a point to try to bring out these various talents that our regular staff may have.
May I ask you, at least for me, one last question. We are calling Plantation Bay a real resort with a real spa. That is an amazing claim. And I have to say that you can actually claim that. Do you have any expansion ideas or plans in the future?
I watched the interview that you had
earlier with Colleen and with Lee. And yes, we have expansion plans. We have quite a lot of unused land right adjacent to us. In fact, at this time, I suspect that we're the largest remaining landowner in Mactan of undeveloped land. So, yes, we have some plans, but I'd really not care to discuss them on the air.
At least Monique and I can go back.
We will be back for sure.
I'm sure, because Monique said, oh, that's my question to you, because really interested. But Monique?
Before we let you go, quickly invite our viewers to join Plantation Bay like what we did and experience the beauty and the tranquility of Plantation Bay.
Certainly. To all of the people who might be watching us on Bilyonaryo.com, I'd like to say that Plantation Bay is a place which you can easily call home. If you haven't actually ever tried us, you won't quite understand what I mean. But if you come and stay a few days with us, you will join a large number of past guests who think of us with fondness as part of their childhood, as part of their early marriage, as part of their middle years. People have been with us as guests for 20, 25 years, and they keep coming back because they genuinely feel that at Plantation Bay, they are at home.
And exactly, Plantation Bay was our home away from home, and we could not get enough of it. We are looking forward to seeing you there when you're there, Manny.
We're definitely looking forward to seeing you, and we are going to invite ourselves.
This is our invite now.
Invite yourselves anytime. It will be our pleasure to have you again.
Thank you so much. That was CEO Manny Gonzalez of Plantation Bay. We'll see you soon in Cebu. And up next, we got World Sports and Entertainment is up next. Stay tuned. The Daily Dish will be right back. Welcome back to the Daily Dish. We begin world news in Venezuela, where interim President Delcy Rodriguez is urging U.S. President Donald Trump to end sanctions and the blockade against the South American nation. In a speech on state television, Rodriguez called Trump a friend, saying Venezuela has never been an enemy of the United States. Since Nicolas Maduro was captured in January, Rodriguez has been running Venezuela and participating in efforts to normalize ties with the U.S. Her appeal comes as Venezuela moves to reform oil laws and facilitate foreign investment in the struggling energy sector. Nepal is gearing up for elections on March 5, a vote seen as a crucial test for the country's young democracy. The capital, Kathmandu, is home to 1.72 million people and was the epicenter of deadly youth-led protests last year, sparked by a ban on social media. Those demonstrations, which was part of a wider movement against corruption, eventually led to the ouster of Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli and his other ministers. The massive protests, which left more than 70 people dead, reflected growing demands for transparency, accountability, and political reform across Nepal. Gilas Pilipinas absorbed its first setback in the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2027 Asian qualifiers. Zeus Valdez has that story.
It was a game of missed opportunities for Gilas Pilipinas. After digging themselves out of a double-digit hole, the national squad found themselves one possession away from stealing the game, only to fall short 69-66 against the New Zealand All Blacks in the second window of the 2027 FIFA World Cup Asian qualifiers at the Mall of Asia Arena. New Zealand controlled much of the second half, using physical defense and patient execution to create separation, but Gilas refused to fold. A late surge powered by A.J. Edu, Quintin Millora-Brown, and Dwight Ramos slowly chip away at the deficit, bringing it to just 2 points in the final minute. The door was opened, but the potential game-tying three at the buzzer missed its mark, allowing the All Blacks to escape with the win. Ramos finished with 16 points and 8 rebounds to lead the way, while CJ Perez added 15. Juan Gomez de Leano chipped in 10 in his return to the national squad. After the game, Ramos pointed to a collective responsibility, especially with much of the defensive attention centered on Justin Brownlee.
I just try to stay aggressive because, obviously a lot of the focus is on JB, and if you just watch him and expect him to do everything, obviously it's a lot of load on him. So everyone's got to be aggressive and play their part, and I just try to do mine. But I wasn't the best today, and I just try to be better moving forward.
The loss drops Gilas to 2-1 in the qualifiers, but with Australia up next on Sunday, the margin for error gets even thinner. Zeus Valdez, Abante.
Boxing legend Floyd Mayweather Jr. is facing another lawsuit, this time from a high-end Miami jeweler claiming he owes $1.375 million for luxury watches and chains. According to court filings, Mayweather allegedly purchased 27 watches and 15 chains, totaling $1.675 million from Adre's Jewelry last August, but paid just $300,000. 5 checks reportedly bounced. The lawsuit follows other recent legal issues, including a New York claim alleging he owes $330,000 in unpaid rent on a Manhattan penthouse, along with a separate federal case in South Florida involving a reported $4 million jewelry dispute. The 50-0 former champion is scheduled to return to the ring in September for a rematch against Manny Pacquiao.
After building a career defined by bold storytelling and moral complexity, Park Chan-wook is making history as the first Korean filmmaker to preside over the 79th Cannes Film Festival. He's also known for films including Old Boy, which won the Grand Prix at Cannes, as well as The Handmaiden and Decision to Leave, which earned him Best Director in 2022. Cannes described his work as visceral, subversive, and baroque, comparing his artistry to filmmakers Quentin Tarantino, Brian De Palma, and David Fincher. Park says he's looking forward to what he calls the double confinement of watching films and debating them with fellow jurors.
From Cannes to the Royal Palace, Norway's King Harald is set to be discharged from hospital after falling ill while on holiday in Spain. The 89-year-old monarch was treated for a skin infection on his leg, as well as dehydration. The palace says King Harald and his wife, Queen Sonja, will remain in Tenerife for now. As his personal physician continues to monitor his recovery, Harald, Europe's oldest living monarch, has served as Norway's ceremonial head of state since 1991. Up next, Filipino visual artist Carlo Tanseco shares how he turns everyday Filipino items into powerful visual statements. Don't go away, the Daily Dish will be right back. Welcome back to the Daily Dish. Our next guest is a Filipino visual artist known for his structured yet playful approach to contemporary art.
His work explores order and chaos, human duality, and Filipino cultural symbols. Please welcome to the show, Carlo Tanseco. Thank you for coming. Morning, afternoon.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, you know, it's so nice to put a face to the artwork Chal and I were always talking about. Every time we go to an art fair, we always take photos of the pancit, the chocnut, and we didn't realize that was you, all the chichirias. So it's so nice to have a face now to the art. But, you know, it's such a unique approach. You change the names, but the branding is still there. How did you come up with that as your art form?
Disclaimer first.
Uh-huh.
I think I express myself more better through my art than a live interview. So,
you're doing
no, you're doing well.
Yes.
Don't worry.
So,
and you look great on TV. See if you can
thank
see yourself.
Thank you. How do I? Well, I try to.
You're like, how did you think of the pancit canton and you changed the name?
I started with the Lata series, and then it evolved into the Sari Sari series. These are things that I grew up with, and have I think a deeper meaning with Filipinos, because these are what are quite iconic cultural icons that we grew up with.
What we see and touch every day.
And what we eat.
And what we eat during pandemic. I think this was what was given away as what do you call that? To
like
survive.
The food bags,
The food bags, and so there's several layers to it. So I used a lot of wordplay as well, which I incorporate into these iconic images. So it looks like the brand, but it isn't the brand. It gives the opportunity to present something very familiar, and then once the audience sees it as familiar, it draws them in. I disarm them, and then when someone is disarmed, the message comes to them more freely, I think. And most of the messages are uplifting, which is what we need now. And I like to elicit through these pieces a smile, a happy feeling, stuff like this. I'm a happy painter.
Happy painter, I love that, Mo. Okay, Carlo, let's give a quick background, because you weren't always an artist in this aspect.
Yes.
We've seen you in the art fair for a couple of years. You mentioned earlier on 3 years already.
Yes.
But prior to that, you were an architect, is that right? Or you still are one?
I started as, well, of course, when I was a kid, I dabbled in painting and tinkering with models and building my own toys. I trained as an architect. I became a consultant to Saitem as well. I was a furniture designer and a product designer. I was in retail as well. So all these combinations, amalgamations, parang that's what it made me now.
But when was the turning point when you said I wanted to make art and become an artist?
When I had a lot of time, which was the start of the lockdown. So I realized I was in one space. I had a lot of time. I stayed put. And I guess you really have to quiet down to actually realize what you want to do. And that the rest is history. But that was just 5 years ago.
Did you do any trainings when you were doing your first art pieces?
Well, the training was architectural, so that we had units of painting and visual arts. But other than that, it was really, I was self-taught mostly.
I love this because you mentioned pandemic, and this is born out of those times, and really thank you for sticking to it so we could actually not just be entertained but also fall in love with your art.
Thank you.
Carlo, right now, what is your new series? Is there any new series that's happening?
I have several series that I am continuing, but Next one is under wraps, surprise for next year.
Will it be touching on the same subject still of Filipino snacking, childhood, things like that?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
I think it will be more of a global, international direction.
So, but happy painter pa rin.
Happy painter pa
We
rin.
love happy painters. We need more happy, positive things in the world.
Thank you, thank you. At first, I don't know if I can still. I was before I started. I said, shouldn't a painter have angst? So I said, can I buy that in Lazada or Shopee? But there is such a thing as a happy painter.
I love all the paintings. I would totally want one, especially the Pancit Canton
This
one.
is so important what you just mentioned, because usually to become viral, to become known, it has to come from a place of hate, because hate can be magnified 10 times more faster as opposed to when it's good news of love. So thank you for choosing Happy Painter.
Thank you
when it
for
comes
noticing.
Okay, you have this new exhibit. Is it a new exhibit, if I may say, the Anthropometric Man?
Oh, that was
For art fair, yes.
No, that was before art fair. That was October last year.
Okay, let's talk about that one.
That one was an experimentation. It deviated a bit from my usual three-dimensional sculptural happy pieces. This one explored two things: my architectural background, which the first textbook I had, because it was standard graphics for architecture. The first image there is an anthropometric man, so I expounded on that. Plus, there were images of the beach because I live in Siargao. So
what a dream!
We love Siargao.
It's very healing and very inspirational.
So you are really based there?
Half of the year, 50-50. I come back and forth. So I have a studio there. I have a studio in Manila as well.
Nice. Would you say this one was your biggest challenge to date making? Or would it be the Sari Sari Chicheria series?
Sari Sari, it was happy too. It was familiar. I had practiced doing that already. This one is the first time I did jointed pieces, and at least I got that part of me out. And I think, well, it's sold out naman, so okay.
So everything sold out for the Sari Sari series?
Yes. Oh, yes.
And the
Can I be
anthropomorph.
mayabang that way?
Yes, go! Be mayabang!
I know there are a couple of personalities who've really bought and shopped for your art. I saw it.
But
It was
I'm a
Spark
humble
News.
person.
But please make yabang now.
Yeah, you
Tell
can make
us who
yabang.
actually bought those.
On air. No.
Yes, go ahead. Yeah, that made news, I remember.
Oh yes, I get most of the owners of the companies bought.
They love it.
So whichever brand that you showcase, usually they bring it back with them.
Yes, or else when I get home.
Like who? Let's talk about it now. Go ahead.
Well, si Lance because I had because his company. I had Piatos there, Cloud9. What's this? The other one was Chippy. So he got all the companies.
That went viral. I saw that people were talking about it online.
Yes.
Was there one that the audiences naman loved and gravitated the most towards?
I think there were several, but the last one were the pencils, no? The ones that look like Mongol and Stedler and all that. Because I grew up with all these pencils because I was an architect and I sketched a lot. That and the pancit.
Yes.
Because of
my personal favorite.
Because of the phrasing, the verbiage, the use, the whimsical texts.
Where do you come up with the wordings?
It's a funny process because it has to look like the brand visually and the number of letters, but it has to mean something. So it's like a jigsaw puzzle. So, but when I get it, the eureka moment. The eureka moment is the best, talaga.
Okay, I'm gonna make it a little difficult for you, Carlo.
Oh my God!
Yeah, because you're so used to
I'm
this
already nervous.
No,
you're doing well.
I know you can't pick. It's really hard to pick from your kids. All of these are your creations. But if you had to really choose one, which one means the most to you? Now, if you mentioned what it is, the value of that will just skyrocket right now.
I came up with a, I don't know if I can say this. No, it's a bit controversial. The 2 Rizal pieces. I have a Rizal series.
I saw that one. I love those.
Yeah, that was my. I'm happy. A very happy painter, but after last year's, all the news about
political turmoil.
Can I say this? Political turmoil and the level of corruption. Can I say this? So there's a part of me that had to just take a pause and come up with a sort of a protest piece about what's happening with all this, because that's it. I just said that I had to do that.
Well, it's a beautiful protest piece,
Thank
and I'm
you,
sure a lot of
thank
people
They do
appreciated
usually
that.
say that art is political at the end of the day. Do you believe that? Yes or no?
Yes, but I did it in a very subtle way. Nothing that can, get me in trouble. But it hints about something.
No trouble at all. Everyone's falling in love with everything that you've created. We're so happy that you came here today. A big round of applause for Carlo.
Thank you for
Tanseco.
coming. And where can our audience get in touch with you if they're interested in some of your pieces?
I have my Facebook and Instagram page, Carlo Tanseco_art.
Cool.
And that's it.
Cool. We'll be chatting with you there. Well, thank you again for
Thank
your
you very
time.
much.
You did very well.
Oh my God, thank you.
All right, that was Carlo Tanseco. We'll be right back to Daily Dish. We'll take a quick break. Welcome back to the Daily Dish. Next week, we will speak with the legendary and award-winning actress Hilda Coronel on her major comeback film. We'll also have Cecil Ravelas, founder of Red Interior Design and the national president of the Philippine Institute of Interior Designers. I believe she just took on this leadership role last December. And we have a major, huge guest next week, so stick around, guys. We'll see you again next week for more Real Talk. That's it for us today. It's the last Friday of February.
That's it.
Yes, that's it.
Our
February
calendar
27th. Yes,
Yes.
the calendar. Okay, join us next week again for more Real Talk.
A lot of spilled tea.
With Zero Filter, I'm Monique Tuzon-Basi. Anytime is a good time because it's always more fun with us.
I'm Ferdi Salvador, always on top of the news and stories that matter most.
I'm Chal Lontoc. Stay tuned to the Bilyonaryo News Channel.
Thanks for making us your lunchtime companion. I'm Mai Rodriguez, and that's the Daily Dish.
Sir, happy weekend!
Happy weekend! Happy Plantation Bay, guys! Thanks for watching.